At the Investor Day recently, a couple of big questions went unanswered, or GM really didn't talk about it, including what's up with funding for Cruise, its autonomous vehicle unit, as well as long-term plans for EVs, and probably most critically, details about its China restructuring. Listening into at least that chunk of the interview, did you get anything new from it?
No, and that came up today on the results calls as well. I think both topics, the company said we'll get more details in the future. Still pretty ambiguous. We still need more details. I wonder if the company knows themselves what their plan is. So yeah, those two topics, China and Cruise, still to be determined, but I'm sure we'll get into the weeds on it. The story really of the day is how they did in the U.S. That's been the big success.
Yeah, that accounts for basically the bulk of their earnings, right? So I guess that's good news. In the meantime, they're keeping investors pretty happy, are they not, right? With buybacks, I think year to date, it's led to a 19% on-year reduction in outstanding shares. But I mean, how long is this going to keep investors happy for if they don't have a real answer or solution to their problems in China?
Well, actually, what we learned today was part of the reason why the stock is up 10% is they're actually even more aggressive on buying back stock. In Q4, they could buy as much as $4.5 billion is what we have in our model. They're going to go down to their share count to about 1 billion shares from like 1.3 billion shares today. So actually, they're buying back a lot of stock and they're generating a lot of cash. With that cash, they're going to keep buying back the stock. So folks, may not be as focused as much on what's going on in China or at Cruise.
All right, you've got a 58 target on GM. We're at 53.73 last time. What's going to get it there?
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a lot of folks raise their targets on this today. We heard a lot of confidence on 2025 numbers. We think consensus could go up by as much as $1 billion. So that's a big part of the story. You also saw $900 million year over year in 3Q of better pricing. They're getting a lot of pricing power from their large SUVs. They have 64% market share there in North America. So all of the price deflation happening in the rest of the group with the legacy automakers like Ford and Stellantis, these guys are able to buck that trend because they have dominant market share where it counts. So it's really the strength that we saw in 3Q that goes into 2025. Everyone raises their numbers on 2025, raises their price targets, and it's all about them maintaining pricing into 2025.